Good morning. Welcome to Open Heart Yoga Center. I'm Monica. Hope you all are having a beautiful morning. So get out your yoga mat and you can meet me in easy pose. And let's find our ease in this beautiful morning. So beautiful, of course, is what you say it is. So it's either a beautiful morning, or it's a terrible morning, or it's a lazy morning, or it's a fun morning, or it's a depressing morning. So this is not really up to what's going on out there in the morning, but what's going on in here. So that's why in yoga we focus on moving within and finding our truth. And we're going to do a set for opening the heart. Bring the energy to the heart center, to love and compassion for yourself and others. Because when you're in this state of love for yourself and others, it's always a beautiful morning. So, bringing your awareness to your breath, close your eyes. And let's slow and deepen the breath. Good, now fluttering your eyes open, taking your hands down on your knees. We're going to make some easy circles for the waist. And as I'm making these easy circles, connecting to the sit bones. So awareness is down low in your body. So we're taking the energy or the focus out of the thoughts, out of beliefs, and into this feeling of presence or aliveness, alive awareness in your body. You feel it in your sit bones, in your waist. Good. And now let's make the circles a little bit bigger. So you change the direction and make a big circle. Let your shoulders move, spine, head, neck. Beautifully and intuitively, and circle the other way. So beautiful movements happen when you are fully present in the moment, in the movement, where you dissolve into this moment. And beauty sort of is a natural flowering of that. Circling the other way. And then we're coming to a forward bend. First forward bend, give the spine and the lower back a nice stretch. Putting your head on a prop if you need, a brick or a folded blanket. And then chin on the chest, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Good. When you come all the way up, take the arms overhead. Cross one thumb over the other thumb and lift in the spine. Look up. Nice. Okay. Take the right hand across and the left hand behind you, keeping the shoulders away from your ears as you twist. Or back of your left hand into your waist, or reaching for your left foot if you can reach, if you are in half lotus. Good, now keeping your twist to the left, just turn your head and your eyes to the right. So the spine is twisting left, and the eyes and the head are moving right. Lift a little bit in the spine, and then turn your head back to the left and rotate a little bit more. And then release back to forward bend. So coming back to forward bend, forehead on the mat or on a prop. And then rolling up one vertebra at a time, stretching the spine all the way up. When you come up to sitting, change the cross of your legs. Or if you're in half lotus like me, change your foot over to the other side. Interlace your fingers in front of your chest and let's stretch the shoulder blades. Good, and then lift and look up. Good, so the left hand's going across, the right hand behind you. Once you find your easy twist, drop your shoulders and breathe long and deep. Good, now keeping your twist to the right, just turn the head to the left. Sort of like wringing out a dish rag or laundry. Lift a little bit in the spine. So you wake up your core. And then turn your head slowly, slowly, right on top of your spine to the right and rotate. Very gently, and then returning back. This is our last forward fold in this pose. And then rolling up one vertebra at a time. Good. When you come all the way up, take the legs out from your cross-legged position and give them a little shake. Get circulation going in your legs. Good. Okay. Moving your legs up and down. Bring them out in a V shape. It doesn't have to be that wide. Just find a comfortable V shape. And we're going to do some more circles. So cross one thumb over the other thumb and make some big circles. Closing your eyes and letting the beauty of this moment become apparent to you. Not because of a concept or a thought, just because of your beingness, your beautiful expression, your unique expression. Letting go of the judging mind as we ease out the hamstrings, the lower back, stretch the spine, and then cross your thumbs the opposite way, circle the other way. Good, and then coming to a forward bend. You can do one fist and then another fist on top, and drop your forehead on your hands, or you use your props, or if you're feeling warmed up, taking hold of your big toes. Good, and then roll up one vertebra at a time. So we're stretching the spine all the way up. Taking the arms overhead, cross your thumbs again, and reach. Taking the right hand across, left hand back, we're doing another seated twist. Feel those sit bones. And then inhale, arms overhead, cross your thumbs again to lift. Good, and then take the left hand across, the right hand back. Inhale one more time to lift. And then hands to your heart. Good, shake your legs again, bring them in. Good, soles of the feet together. We're going to do one more little hip stretch here. So butterfly, making a nest for your toes, butterflying your knees up and down, closing your eyes. And bringing your forehead towards your knees, letting the spine round, little movements with your head to loosen up the neck. Side to side or up and down. Good, and then roll up one vertebra at a time. Nice, okay, one more time. Shake the legs. All right, we're going to sit in hero pose. So I've got my yoga brick, and I'm taking the brick and sitting on it, bringing the feet on either side of the brick. This is called hero pose, and now I'm taking a strap. You could also use a sock or, I don't know, anything really, a dish towel, and take your right hand over your head and hold the other side of the strap with your left hand. Some of you can probably hold hands without the strap. Okay? So here, I'll turn to face you. So you've got right hand up in the air, left hand between your shoulder blades, either holding hands or holding either side of the strap. Good, then deep breath in. We'll do Kapalabhati, or sometimes called breath of fire. So deep breath in. Good, okay, release that fire breath, deep breath in. And then exhale, release. Whew. Okay, roll out your joints, shoulders, wrists, elbows. Yeah, make some beautiful movements. Good, all right, so the other side. Gurmukha. I'm taking the strap with my right hand. Left hand's coming up to hold the other side of the strap, or you can hold hands. If you're right-handed, this is the hard way. So when you find this pose, try to make sure that you're not scrunching your neck to the side. So, you know, loosen up on the strap a little bit so your head can rest nicely in the center. Good, and then we're going to do Kapalabhati. So that's pumping with the abdomen, right? Focusing on the exhale, and the inhale is passive. So deep breath in. Good, then exhale. Nice breath in. Nice, let's release the strap. Good, move your joints again. Shoulders, wrists, and elbows. Take your fingertips on your shoulders, let's roll them one way. And then come up onto your knees. All right, I'm gonna take my brick and move it to the side. Take your left leg out. Good, right hand down or on that brick. Taking the left arm over your ear. Hopefully you've got more space in your shoulder. You can breathe into your rib cage. Good, inhale coming back to the center. So keeping your legs the same, take the right arm up and over your ear. Good, inhale up. Exhale coming down, let's change the legs. So the left knee's coming down to the mat. The right leg's going out straight, and then left arm is down, right arm up, and then over your ear. Good, using your obliques to come back up, right hand down, so legs stay the same, left arm goes over your ear. Good, inhale up to stretch, exhale down. Great. All right, so let's come to hands and knees. Hands and knees, and we'll do the tiger. So the tiger is right knee to the forehead, and then inhale, right leg up in the air. Exhale, curling your back, knee to forehead. Inhale, leg up in the air. So moving with your breath, waking up your spine. At your own pace. Taking that right leg straight out, we'll take the left arm out for a balance. Good, taking your left hand to your right foot. Lift to stretch your quadricep. This is the bow. Good, stretch it back out again to strengthen the core. And then we're taking a little break in child's pose. So sitting back in your heels, long deep breaths. Feeling into the back of your lungs, back of your ribs. Good, now walking your hands over to the left to stretch the right side of the back and the spine, rib cage and shoulder. Loosening up all that tension, all the stress, exhaling out. Go to the other side, so you stretch the left side of your back. Good, and then coming back to the center, we'll do the tiger on the other side. So it's the left knee that's coming into the forehead in the cat pose, and then inhale, leg is coming up. Curling on the exhale, lifting on the inhale. Okay, so let's take that left leg straight back about the level of your hip. The right arm is coming out to balance. And then taking hold of your left foot with your right hand to stretch your quadricep, that left foot up and away. Good, all right, let's stretch it back out. And this time, going to downward facing dog. So tucking the toes, walking out your dog. feet in towards the hands, walk the hands in towards the feet, hanging in an easy forward bend, like a ragdoll, soft knees, and then moving a little bit from side to side. And then chin on the chest to roll up, massaging the spine all the way up. Good, and when you come all the way up, let's take arms overhead, cross the thumbs, little back bend in the upper spine, and then hands to your heart. So, let's jump out to a goddess pose. Goddess pose is a little squat. So I'm taking a little jump. Toes go out just a little bit, heels are in. Good, and then thumbs into your sternum, and we're going to do another round of Kapalabhati breath, or breath of fire. So deep breath into the belly, and then good, and then exhale. Inhale to reach, straighten your legs, stretch up. Good, opening up your chest, bringing the toes facing forward. Good, interlace your fingers behind you. Give your shoulders a little squeeze. Lift the sternum. And then inhale, coming up, exhale. Forward bend, hands over your head. Nice, okay, let's take the left hand to the right ankle, twisting to the right, lifting the right hand up. Good, and then change hands. So take the right hand to the left ankle, twisting left, left hand up. Good, left hand coming down. Now we're going to go back to goddess pose. So take the toes out, the heels in, coming to a little squat, hands to your sternum. Good, deep breath in. Good, then exhale, inhale to stretch up, and then open up your wings, taking the arms down, take the feet facing forward, and then turning both feet to the right. So I'm going to take both feet to the right, my stance not very wide, okay? So left toes are angled out just a little bit, right toes are forward, either holding your elbows, right hand on left elbow and vice versa, or hands to prayer, to your back heart chakra. We're lifting in the sternum. Little back bend, stargazer. Good. Inhale coming up. Exhale, let's come halfway down. Once you get your halfway down, taking the left hand down a little bit to the left, we're going to twist to the right and then lift up your left leg. So twisting to the right, this right hand up, softening your right knee, and then lift that left leg up. Okay, taking your left leg back down. Again, I'm not super wide here. Bringing forehead to right knee. So it's a big hamstring stretch, and stretch for the spine. Good, and then reaching behind, so reaching back for your elbows and coming back up. So leading with your sternum, with your chest, and coming all the way up, all the way up. Little back bend. And then inhale up, and release. Very nice, okay, turn facing me. Let's jump out to a triangle again, take a jump. Nice, okay, toes are facing forward, you're a little bit wider than you were before. Interlace your fingers the opposite way, little back bend. Inhale coming up, exhale to fold. Good, leading one more time with your chest. So all of these stretches are opening up your heart and strengthening your core. Reach to the ceiling and then hands to your heart. Good. All right. We're turning both feet to the left and walking in your right foot a little bit. So not very wide. All right. holding your elbows the other way that you did before. So if you did it like this, swap it over, or taking your hands to prayer. Lift in the chest as you do a little back bend, challenging your balance. And then on an inhale, coming up. Exhale, we're going halfway. So hips are facing straight ahead. Halfway down. Right hand is coming down a little bit to the right, coming up onto the fingertips. Twist left. And then we're going to soften the right knee, the left knee, and lift that right leg up. Good, okay. Right leg's going back down where you started. Head to your knee to stretch that left hamstring. Good, okay. Taking hold of your elbows behind your back again. Come up, leading with your chest and chin. And we're going back to the back bend. So taking your time here. Inhale, coming up, and then release. Back to the center. Wow, good job. Okay, let's bring the feet together. And how about we do a little balance? This is a fun balance I don't think we've done thus far in our video. So, we're going to come to a chair pose. We've all done the chair. And then bring hands to the heart. Crossing your right ankle over your left knee. So you're sitting in a chair and you're opening up your right hip. It's a pigeon pose variation. Then I'm going to close the hip angle a little bit, flexing in the right foot. This might be enough for you. If it's not, if you want to stretch that right hip a little more, you can attempt to bring your hands down, your fingertips down to the mat. Or you might have a brick here, a couple bricks. So I'm still sitting in the chair, just closing the hip angle even more to get a nice stretch in the hips. If you like, you can drop your head. Good, okay. So coming back up is a big challenge for your left hip. So look at something for balance. As you come back up, hands to your heart. Sitting in your chair. Great. Okay, so let's release this chair variation. Take the arms overhead and stretch, cross the thumbs. Little back bend. Inhale up, exhale. We're coming down to standing forward bend. Just stretch out the low back and the hamstrings. Taking hold of your heels, so the fingers go on the inside of the heels. The thumbs are on the outside of the heels. Elbows out a little bit until you feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings. Your knees might be bent here like this. Okay, so release the shoulders, soften the knees, chin on the chest. Let's roll up one vertebra at a time. Giving the spine a nice stretch until you come all the way up. When you come all the way up, take the arms overhead. Look up and stretch up. And then hands to your heart. Great. Okay, other side. So you find your Utkatasana, the chair pose. You sitting in an imaginary chair, feel the four corners of both feet, then hands to your heart. We're going to shift the weight over to the right hip and the right foot. Left ankle crossing over, flexing that left foot a little bit. It's a pigeon chair. And then closing your hip angle just a little bit. Nice. Super strengthening, isn't it? Your lower back, quads and hamstrings. Okay, so we're going to come down, tent up your fingers like this, and then when you come down, you feel more stretch in that left hip. Okay, now here's the challenge. So look at something for balance. Good. When you come all the way up, sit a little bit in your chair. Wow, you're doing so well. I'm sure you are. Okay, uncross your legs. Stretch your arms overhead. Little back bend. And then we're coming back down to standing forward bend. One more time. Stretch out the hamstrings. After they did so much hard work. Good. And then bend your knees, roll up one vertebra at a time. Very nice. Okay, turn to face the mat the long way. I bet you're ready to give those legs a little rest. So having a little standing back bend and then coming to a standing forward bend. Let's take the right leg back. So we're lunging to stretch out the hips. So right leg is going to come back and then lift your upper body. Put your hands on your left thigh and pulse out your hips a little bit. Hopefully that feels really good. And then next time you pulse down, we're going to hold that stretch in the hips, taking the right hand down on your brick, twisting to the left. If you can reach your right foot and stretch your quadricep, go for it. Feels so good to release stress and tension in the body. All that worry and anxiety goes everywhere, so we're squeezing it out a little bit. All right, downward facing dog. All right, so let's do our first plank pose of the day. And if some of you love, love, love the plank, taking the left leg up a little bit, and then bringing it down on an exhale, taking the right leg up a little bit, and then exhale, left leg up a little bit, and then exhale, right leg up a little bit, and exhale, knees, chest, chin, little dip to cobra. Good, downward facing dog or child's pose. All right, when you're ready, we're taking the right foot forward and the left knee down. Doesn't have to be in that order. Could be the other way. Left knee down, then right foot forward. And pulsing out your hips. Releasing energy in your low body. Tension in the hips and the lower back. And then when you pulse downwards, we're going to hold this stretch here and take a twist to the right. So left hand could be on your brick or on the mat, twist right, and then if it's available, you're going to take hold of your left foot to stretch your quadricep. Okay, so we're going back to downward facing dog one more time. Walking out your dog. All right, one more hip stretch, all right? So let's take that left leg high in a three-legged dog. Notice I walked in a little narrower. And then bend your left knee until your left hip is stacked over your right hip and peek up underneath your left arm. Good. All right, then let's do the other side. So taking the right leg high, stacking your right hip over your left hip. So your right foot flops over to the left, peek up under your right arm. Nice. All right, plank pose, and then we're going to go to child's pose. So let's hold the plank for, say, 5 breaths together. So here's 5. 4, nice deep breaths, 3, 2, 1 more nice breath together, and then sitting back into child's pose. Good. All right, chin on the chest. Let's roll up one vertebra at a time. Good. When you come all the way up, unsit your feet and take your legs out. We're going to do a couple more poses. Give your legs a shake. And let's take a moment in the staff pose. Put your hands on your chest like this and close your eyes. And honor the present moment. Whatever you're experiencing it, how you're experiencing it, you're allowing that to be completely honored. I'm not trying to change myself or criticize myself or anything like that. Just honoring my present moment experience. Here it is. Good. Now fluttering your eyes open. Taking the arms overhead. Reach, coming forward and down, sitting forward bend. If you need props, here's the use of prop. If this feels good. Or if you don't have a prop, you could use your knees as a prop. Okay, reaching over your legs. So if your legs are bent, straighten them and then reach. Inhale, arms overhead. Lift. And then taking your beautiful wings out and sitting on the backs of your hands. We're going to go back to Matsyasana or the fish. So elbows are coming down. Chest is lifting up as you glide over your hands with your sitting bones. And then find your arms under your body. And push a little bit into your elbows. All right, if you want to try with me, we're going to try to do Kapalabhati in this pose. So it's the pumping breath that we did earlier. So deep breath in. Good, and then just take some slow, easy breaths. Exhaling out any last bit of stress, sorrow, fear, all those emotions that live especially in that chest and tummy area. Good, and then let's release from the fish, and when you come all the way down from the fish, bringing your knees into your chest. So giving your lower back a nice massage, rocking or circling. Nice. Okay, so let's do the pigeon. Taking the right ankle over the left knee, bringing the left knee towards you. So we've done it once standing up. We're going to do it again lying down, getting a little bit deeper stretch in that right hip. Breath is in the belly. Belly's nice and soft here, like a baby. And then stepping your left foot back down, cross your right leg over your left leg. We're making the eagle. So hooking your right foot behind your left calf if it's possible. Taking the arms out and then bringing the knees over to the left, head to the right. In a big twist. Long deep breaths. Good, and then coming back to the center, let's stretch the hamstring one more time. So right knee is coming into the chest, giving it a nice hug, and then taking hold of your big toe with your right index and middle fingers. We're taking the right leg back up again. If this is too easy for you, you can straighten your left leg as well. Okay, taking the right knee back to the chest, giving it a hug. And then step your right foot on the mat. And we're going to stretch the left hip in the pigeon. So it's the left ankle over the right knee, flexing back your left foot a little bit, bringing your right knee towards you, either holding the top of your right shin or the back of your right thigh. Giving the left hip a little squeeze and breathe in the belly long and deep. Good, and then the right foot is going to step back down, making eagle pose. So wrapping your left leg around your right leg, arms go out, and then knees are going over to the right. So we're doing our twist the other way. Head left, close your eyes and relax in your pose. Melting into this moment. Not separate from this moment. Good, and then on an inhale, coming back to the center, taking that left knee into the chest, so giving the left hip another little squeeze. And then using your index and middle fingers to wrap around your left big toe. So we're taking the left leg up in the air. Little inversion here. Making sure the back of your neck is long. And then if this is too easy for you, taking the right leg straight. Okay, taking the left knee to the chest, give it a hug, then bring the right knee to the chest. Good, circle your hips in opposite directions to each other. Hopefully they feel a little looser, a little more relaxed. And then taking hold of those big toes together, soles of the feet up, pulling the knees into the armpits. Happy baby. Lengthening out the back of your neck, breath is in the belly. Good, and then soles of the feet together, Padapranasana. And then bringing your feet to the mat. So soles of the feet together, propping up your knees with bricks if you want, hands resting on the belly, and breathe. Closing your eyes. Good. And then I'm going to hold the space for you. We're going to relax together for a few minutes. So either staying in Padapranasana or finding any lying release pose that you'd like. And bringing your awareness to a nice gentle breath in the belly. Breathing like a baby, like a little child. And with every exhale, feeling your body melt into the mat. So there's just this moment, your breath. The aliveness you feel in your body. Feel a little tingling in your palms or your hands, your toes. your face. Letting go. Stress and worry. With every exhale, let it go. And honor this beautiful moment. It's never to be repeated, ephemeral moment. It is omnipresent here and now. Good. Now when you're ready, if you gently add some movement into your body, taking your arms back and stretching your feet, legs back and arms, and then rolling over to one side and coming up to sitting. Good. Bringing your hands to your heart. The light in me bows to the light in you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.